Welcome, everyone. The records are now open. The records are, of course, the Akashic Records, a spiritual technology that allows us to tap into soul level wisdom, guidance, and clarity at a moment's notice. My name is Emily Harrison. I'm the founder director here inside the Akashic Academy and an Akashic Records mentor, training other visionaries and thought leaders how to exit the world of ordinary thought and tap into their extraordinary genius. Why am I so passionate about the Akashic Records? Because y'all, when I learned how to read my Akashic Records, I was able to understand and shift my own destructive patterns, my own patterns of learned helplessness. And that's a really great topic considering this full moon energy that we're in with Aries right now. We're being invited to see where we're chained to those old paradigms of thinking, those old patterns and ways of being and perceiving ourselves, and learned helplessness is a huge one. So the records helped me clear that out of my life. Everything started making sense. I use it now on a regular basis. My records help me to also tap into extraordinary genius and innovative ideas. And so this means a lot of different things in our personal life, in our professional life, in your health, in your relationships. For me, what it meant specifically, y'all, when I talk about destructive patterns and patterns of helplessness, having a good relationship with my finances and being able to source and resource money, wealth, survival on this planet has been challenging for me. It was challenging for me the first 35 years of my life. Anybody else feel that? In 2015, I was on food stamps for the second time in my life. And now through using the Akashic Records to understand myself, my genius, my mission, and also ask for guidance and support about what steps to take, what direction to go, I've been able to create a multi-six-figure business. High five. And you can do that too. I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you. This is the shift. This is what is possible for all of us as we are here on the planet by divine design during this time, because we are carrying the codes, not only the wisdom codes, but the codes of embodiment, meaning we can shed our old limiting experience and self, and we can step into our highest potential. And by doing that, we are bringing the energies of the new earth, of heaven on earth, alive and well here, which is why I love this time. Right on. I got Linda and Georgie saying hello to me. You all know the drill. Say hello once you get here. And also, this helps blow up the algorithms. All right. So say hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from. I'm joining you from the high Sierras, Reno, Nevada. Powerful Kundalini energy flowing into the planet from this particular location, because the Kundalini energy of the planet surfaces right here. So transmit that through for you all. Yeah, Jason, Shannon, I see y'all. Send some love, likes, hearts across the screen. Blow up the algorithms. The more of us who tap in to do this work together, to have fun, to raise our vibrational frequency, the more powerful we become. And the less susceptible you are to the distortion, the stress, the limitation, the lies, the Maya, the illusion of what is happening here on our planet. Can I get some amens? Give me some amens. All right, so here's what's going to happen. Over the course of the next half hour or so, I say half hour or so because we're going to hang at least until 12:30. It's 12 o'clock, 12:04 my time right now. And sometimes the energy that comes in is so strong and powerful, I feel like I want to keep going a little more. And sometimes, the guides are complete, but you can at least expect to be here for the next 30 minutes. Like we come together every Wednesday and we're going to jam here. If you are new into the space, here's how it works. I'm going to channel intelligence from the Akashic Records based on your questions. So whether you are new, whether you are one of our loyalty members, fire up my chat box with questions. I'm going to ask the guides to bring my awareness to the questions that can serve the most of us with the answers. So you're going to get activated here today, whether you ask a live question or not, or I should say, whether your question gets answered or not, it will get answered just by you being here, by you listening, by the thoughts, the conversations that get to happen after this sacred time together. You will get answers to your questions. That is One of the divine promises of the Akashic Records. And we find that throughout a lot of different religions. If any of you grew up Christian, and like me, I was definitely immersed in the Bible Belt. Knock and the door is open. Ask and you will find, right? So this is just tapping in to this energy. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to channel from the Akashic Records. We're going to bring through transmissions, energy healings here today that are going to help you throughout the rest of your week. But I do want to be very clear. You can do this too. This time that we spend together every Wednesday, this is designed to be playful. This is service. Time that we can all come together, but it does not replace the time that you need to spend if you desire accelerated spiritual advancement, if you desire figuring yourself out, figuring your shit out, and creating a new life for yourself, bringing in prosperity, health, abundance, connection, to live the life that you were designed to live, you're going to need more than this time right here, and you're going to need to do the work yourself. So my area of genius is teaching other people how to read the Akashic Records through very simple, repeatable methodology. Previously, this intelligence has been hidden from us on the planet. This technology has existed since the beginning of time, this spiritual technology, the records, yet it's been hidden from us in plain sight because it is so powerful. But now it's making a return, and you don't have to be a mystic, a psychic, or a sage to tap in. Truly, we're all psychic, but a lot of us have shut it off. You don't have any different body parts than I do that allow us to tap in. Okay. So for those of you who do want to dive deeper into training, reach out and let me know. We've actually just opened up a new wing in the Akashic Academy. We're doing ads now, and I've got a team that is responding to those ads. And I said to my team, I'm like, okay, we're responding to the new people who are answering the ads. What about our community who's been here forever? Let's create some time for our community who's been here to have these amazing discovery call conversations as well. So if you do want to have a discovery call with my team and be a part of, like I said, this new channel, this new avenue of support where we get to support you at a higher level here at the Academy, make sure you jump on that call. If you are, let's see, I don't know, Instagram, let me just see 1 second if I can do this quickly and easily here. I might be able to. Let me see if I can pop it. I'm going to try one more time to pop it in the comments for Instagram. If not Instagram, I've got a backup plan. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. All you guys are seeing my hands up there. Thank you for being patient. Okay, right on. Good. Okay, got it in the comments for our Instagrammers. All right, so we're going to dive in now. Again, I'm just showing you what you can do. Tapping into the Akashic Records, super unconscious intelligence of the universe is going to give you a different perspective on how to look at your challenges and give you insight and clarity on what you need to do next to shift them. So here's how it works. I'm gonna put my glasses on here, lean in a little bit so I can see what questions we've got. Mesa Ware, thanks for being here, Mesa. Thinking of making a big decision, how do you navigate the difference of an ego idea versus a soul purpose calling? That's a good one. All right, let me tap in and see. All right. So soul mission driven ideas that are in alignment with our highest and best, will have an energy frequency of joy. So you want to ask yourself, which one of these options brings me more joy? And we've always got to follow what brings us more joy. Okay. Let me see what else the guides have to say about this. Oh, this is interesting. Wow. All right. So the guides are saying there's powerful learning that happens when we do choose the path of ego. And we shouldn't shame ourselves for choosing the path of ego, because this really allows us to learn and grow. Okay. And before our soul advances to what we call, let's see, it's called The pursuit of return. That's like a soul return. Before we get to that stage where our soul is pursuing a return to oneness, the stage right before that is the path of pursuit. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I should call it. It's the path of return and the path of pursuit. The path of pursuit is where we are pursuing desires that we have that are driven by our five senses, that are driven by ego. And that's okay. That allows us to learn. Here's where here's how to do this, though, in a more enlightened way. Is recognizing that you want your spiritual evolution to advance at the same rate or faster than your power. Okay, we all have power over the field. We all have power over the field. Okay, the universe is constantly bending and shifting and changing itself to match the feedback loops that you are sending out. So we all have control over the field. All right. Let me see what else the guys want to say about this. What they want to say is that if you are making a choice, or you're concerned that you're making a choice that's out of ego, you get 2 thumbs up, you get 2 gold stars, because for even considering or asking yourself that question, good stuff. Okay. And the second thing the guides have to say is, so what if you are? What can you learn from it? What can you learn from this? All right, so hopefully that gave you guys some insight about how we can begin to break things down. The guides really want to work with shame right now, though. Okay, because a lot of us are programmed to look at ourselves, to self-assess, and to be ashamed of the data that we're finding. Like we don't measure up, like we don't meet up. And that's a thing that really prohibits our growth. See, the missteps that we take along the way, or the oopsies, these are our best teachers. But if we have to defend ourselves, has anybody ever made a mistake and your ass made a mistake, yet you defend whatever it is that you mistake or said, whatever, rather than just being like, dude, yeah, I blew it. It's weird. It's like it triggers some kind of incongruence within us that causes us to lash out and to fight back. And we really need to embrace ourselves and love ourselves through this process. Okay, so the guides are saying, bring one hand to the heart. I'm bringing my left hand to the heart. I do feel like left and right hand are important during this activation. So left hand on the heart, right hand down on the womb. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in, holding at the top, releasing any unprocessed emotion, restoring, healing, and activating our bodies, restoring ourselves to the divine original blueprint of self-reflection, which allows us to see ourselves through the eyes of love, divinity, and grace. If you're ready to receive this, say yes. And join me for these 3 deep breaths. Deep breath in. Pausing at the top. Good exhale. Exhale all the air out. Don't rush this part, because that last air that's deep and stagnant in the lungs, hang on, I'm running out of air. That holds energy. You want to get it all out. Get on. Okay, next deep breath. I won't be so dramatic with this one, but you do want to bring all the air out, okay? Good, let's release. Pull your belly back towards your spine as you exhale. Good, hold the belly at that back position against your back body. We're activating crystals that are moving up the spine right now. Good, 3rd deep breath in. Pausing. Relaxing the body, a gentle release. Open your eyes, come back into your body with this gentle release. Good. Okay. Awesome. Mesa says, thank you for that response. Yeah. And now that we've done some clearing, there's more coming in. Y'all, doing things because you are excited about your own personal advancement, whether you get to make more money, whether you get to travel more, whether you get to be with colleagues that you love, whatever your desires are for wanting to make big shifts and changes in your life, cut yourself some slack. It's okay for you to make more money, for you to be happier, for you to have more love and ease with getting your needs met in life. That is okay. That is not your ego. That is the divine blueprint for us all. Can I get an amen? Okay. And remember, the more of us that really step up and shine, the easier it is for everybody else to break out of, their shit. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some more questions here. All right, let me know if this is making sense. Send some love likes hearts across the screen. Don't forget that if you would love to hop on a call with a member of my team to discuss the training here at the Mystery School, the Akashic Academy, I left the link there for you. Okay, Miss Deborah says, is there any help? Oops, that's the link. Miss help from me on this. Let me go to your question, Miss Deborah. I really want to give good value to my sponsors and speakers at an event, but getting bums in seats is presenting as a challenge. I know the event is going to be a great time with value. Okay, here's what's coming into my mind right now, Deborah, is, okay, so let's say that I'm someone who's participating and maybe I'm going to be a speaker on your stage, and now you want to get vendors and people in seats, right? I think I'm understanding correctly. So what I think would be really valuable for somebody like me is an opportunity to gift a 15 to 30 minute mini laser session that allows me to share my genius with somebody and also network, right? Because when I blow that dude or dudette out of the water with that reading, then that person is more likely to reach out to work with me again and or recommend me to their colleagues. So what I'm seeing is basically an intertwining of getting these offerings, these bonuses from the people who are actually at the event and participating with each other, and creating a construct where it's just win-win-win for everybody. Everybody gets to share their talent, their genius, their skill, their gift, their medicine. All right, let me know if that was helpful for you. And the guys want to bring in some innovative business ideas. For any of my spiritual entrepreneurs out there, if you are a spiritual entrepreneur, type spiritual entrepreneur for me in the comments. I'm going to send some special blessings out for you guys because I know that our work is very important and there are definitely challenges that come along with it. But I'm proud of you all. All right, so for all of my spiritual entrepreneurs out there and visionaries, if you want to receive this third eye activation, I see you, Lindsay. Sending special energy out there for you. I see you, Amy. Sending you it. Keep it up, girl. Keep doing the work. All right, so this is designed to activate our minds, bring us into, ooh, this is freaking good. The guides are saying, would you like us to open up your mind so that you can perceive the, I'm going to call them spiritual trends. Don't eke out, business trends. I said, don't ick out on me when it comes to trends, but there are trends that happen that allow this work to even be possible and that allow you to stand out and be innovative in the marketplace. For example, 20 years ago, this kind of work didn't exist because we didn't have the ability to flip on the internet and to communicate instantaneously with each other. So the fact that we can even have this level of instantaneous communication is changing the game in terms of entrepreneurship and how humans get to show up and utilize this resource on the planet, right? And similarly, I've been in the online entrepreneurial space for quite a while, and I've seen some trends, y'all, from 5-day challenges to webinars to like what are the other things that we see out there, right? To new ways to share your social media and what you're putting out there. So if you want to be able to think from the most innovative part of your mind and locate that part of your mind very specifically on the point of the time-space continuum here, on the earth plane where technology is advancing. Oh, geez, remember how we said earlier, by we, I mean the guides puppeting through me. They talked about the importance of technology advancing at the same rate or a little slower than we want our wisdom, our power to advance faster than our technology. You guys are all a part of that, by the way, because you see the technology allows us to begin to connect here. We got to infiltrate this technology with light. You're being supported by galactic forces to help you tune in and to innovatively see the ways that you get to show up and participate. Make sense? Okay, if you want to receive this activation, you can say yes now. We're going to activate the third eye. We're also going to activate the heart, mind, and higher cosmic heart. This is going to, you know, keep y'all pure here. So you don't misuse your power. Keep you aligned with cosmic heart and your own divine heart. Good. Cool. Right on. Good afternoon, Phyllis. You just bought a tuning fork. Excellent. I use an ohm tuning fork. It's calibrated to the frequency of, what does that say? 136.1 ohm. Can you guys see it? This one comes from MetaVibe Technology. Cool. All right, I'm gonna grab one more question in here. Maybe more than one. Let's see. All right, fire up my chat box with questions, everyone. Couture, I have been refining my soul project. And with this full moon, I feel it's time to finally bring it into the world. Amen. Sister, my aim is to teach the esoteric meaning of Islam, mindful of the current challenges in the Middle East. Woo, thank you. I seek insight from the Akashic Records on any unseen obstacles and how to best overcome them. All right, well, the first thing that I'm getting is just lots of cheers coming in. Again, the timing is amazing because this particular full moon, we're letting go of a lot of the things that are inherently holding us back, learned helplessness, areas where we have learned helplessness, right? So let me tap in and see if there's anything specific that the guides want to say about obstacles. The first thing, you're wise to expect and embrace the obstacles. There will be aspects of unseen energy that feel like it may throw you as you're walking the path, but rest assured that you have developed the wisdom and the devotion and the guidance that your path will be clear in all moments that it needs to be clear. And the best thing that we can do is keep ourselves sharp and strong to see the obstacles. So doing the meditation, doing things that keep your field clear, like salt baths, and like doing everything possible to eliminate distortion. Make sense? That's good. Okay. Anybody want to do an activation that helps us eliminate distortion in the field? And this is your responsibility. So here are the things that cause distortion, the guides are saying. First of all, stress, lack of sleep, improper diet. If you're taking in media, music, TV show, like things that are drama or unharmonically resonant, all of these things are going to distort your field. Okay, so here are the things that you need to do. Meditation every single day. Walk outside in nature. You got to be outside in nature. What else are the guides saying? Salt baths to clear your field. Clearing your field multiple times a day too, which can be as easy as, setting a couple of alarms on your phone. And 3 times a day you can shake just like shake the energy off, let the body, let all of the static electricity that's built up in the body, let that ground. Okay, knocked my phone here a little bit. Another one of my favorite ways just to keep myself like Jedi strong, y'all, because the mind has a lot to do with it. How much control you can have over your mind. The challenge is that your mind is going to go into default stress, anxiety outside of the now, meaning future or past, really quickly, and it happens subtly. So we've got to learn to stay on top of our thoughts. Okay. Another one of my team members here at the Academy, Deborah. Are you here, Deborah? Deborah sent me an awesome video of a scientist describing manifestation and how it works. And at the 17-second mark, there begins to like increase the resonant frequency of what we want, likewise what we don't want. And that all stems from thoughts. You guys have probably heard me talk about the 7 Hermetic principles before. Okay, the 7 Hermetic principles are cosmic laws. The more we understand these cosmic laws, the more power we can step into, the more we understand how to harness the energy of the universe. And the very first Hermetic principle says that the universe is mental in nature, which means every single thing that physicalizes, manifested, is created comes from a thought. So we are all truly gods being given the ability to think. And our thoughts, I heard Barbara Handclough use this analogy last night, and it's cool because we're going into an election, right? We're all about votes, 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 make your vote count. Your thoughts are votes. Your thoughts are votes. So make your votes count. Cool. All right, let's see what kind of activation the guys want to bring in. We're going to activate the heart mind. Activating the heart mind for this one, if you want to receive this activation so that you can learn to think with your heart, which does not associate with the limitations of the logical mind, you can say yes right now. And the activation of the neurons of the heart mind will begin to dance for you. Those of you who are sensitive might be able to feel it. It's working even if you can't feel it. Neurons of the heart mind becoming activated. Excellent. 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 All right, who's having fun? Send some love likes hearts across the screen if you're having some fun. Or do you want me to be more dorky for you so you can have more fun? It's not my responsibility to make sure you have fun, but I am a former actress, so entertainment, part of the show. Okay. Amy Thurman. Oh, speaking of actress, look at you there on the red carpet, Miss Amy. I'm being led to share more about the difference in self-love and soul love and how it's helped me. Awesome. Because I don't know the difference. I'm struggling with how to help others do what I've done because each soul is different and has different ways of expressing themselves. Any recommendation on how to share in a way that helps others? Okay, I like this one. Always dorky, Shannon says. Yep, let's dork out as much as possible. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that the guides are saying is that we help people in similar ways. I'm going to put this down just so we can be a little bit more intimate here. We can help other people in similar ways that we've helped ourselves, right? And we can't help anybody else until we've helped ourselves. So we can help people in similar ways. Like I can teach somebody how to read the Akashic Records and use that intelligence to create breakthroughs in their life. But having the exact breakthroughs that I had in terms of going from food stamps to fortune, they might not have that specific problem. So what the guides are saying is the consciousness of the soul love that you are here to embody and to create methodology around so people can use it and experience and understand it. It has its own consciousness. And they get to decide the consciousness of the soul love along with the person and whatever is meaningful to them in their life right now. They get to decide what the outcome is. So that's one shift that the guides are saying is that you can focus on the challenges of limitation that get to be overcome, and leave the crafting and the vision of what is possible. I mean, obviously we want to urge and encourage and help our clients dream big and to tap in, right? But ultimately they have to do that for themselves. So the outcome, or what it is that they're expecting, maybe you could even set it up so it feels like very special and secretive and somewhat elusive, meaning only you and your soul know what is possible on the other side. This is what was possible for me, but only you and your soul know what is possible on the other side. Right? And then maybe the next step, so if we're talking business here, right? This is how you frame your message. What Amy's talking about here is messaging, right? So this is how we frame our message. Oops, let me leave your question up here. It's how we frame the message. And then after we get our message out there, it's time to invite people into our universe, into our field, and have conversations, real authentic conversations, to see if we can help them. That's because that's what we light workers are here to do, y'all. Create badass ways to help the planet. So that's the next step, is how do you invite somebody in to potentially train with you? So what I would do is I would bring them into that call. In the Akashic Academy, it's called a discovery call. Okay. And in that call, what we do is we take people into a state really quickly where we can talk about their vision and we listen to it. And so you create something like that where, okay, we're going to have this call and we're going to see what comes through. Right. And so then you talk about, all right, what is this that's coming through? What's at stake for you? What's standing in your way? All right, so based on what we've talked about, I understand this is what you want. I get why it's so important to you. I get why this is what you need to overcome. I have things that can help you, or I'm not the right person for you. See? And that takes like the icky old sales. Like I talk about the paradigms and things that shift and change on the planet. Like there are sales paradigms. And one of the reasons that all of us kind of feel icky around sales is because we've experienced it in a certain way where we feel like someone's trying to power us up and take advantage of us, and they're not really here to serve us. But if you really, I hope you can also see that once you're aware of that and you get outside of it, and you reprogram your perspective around what's going on in the sales process. And it's more about, creating an opportunity to help the right people. And fine, if it's not a fit, it's not a fit. It feels so much better. Okay. Send some love, likes, hearts across the screen for Amy, any of my spiritual entrepreneurs that got value out of that. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay, cool. Amy says, oh yes, I love that. You're welcome. Very welcome, my dear. It is my pleasure. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If this has been of service to you, if this has been valuable to you, I encourage you, share this video out. Again, the more of us that start taking our power back, the easier this gets. The more you do it repetitively, you become aware of your limiting patterns and beliefs about yourself, and you say, oh, hell no. And you get relentless on shifting those, great things happen. You will have breakthroughs. So thank you all for being here. I love you all, and I will see you back here again next week.